live and in living color with another episode of WWE 2K19 Custom Universe Mode, Episode 7. Today, another edition of SmackDown Live. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another edition of SmackDown Live. Now, of course, today, not in terms of the custom universe mode, but in terms of in real life wrestling. Of course, today is day 2 of WrestleMania. Today will be day 2 of WrestleMania. So, yeah, night 1 was last night. Of course, a really super entertaining show, I thought. Really happy that the WWE put that on last night. Very entertaining. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about last night's WrestleMania, just really quick before we get into today's show. Yeah, it was really entertaining. I was enjoying the hell out of it. Yeah, let's see. I mean, for everybody who hasn't seen or caught up on the results of WrestleMania Night 1, I'd go check that out. I thought it was spectacular. I really enjoyed most of the matches that they put on. The Boneyard match was really good. The Boneyard match. Can you hear me now? Okay, perfect. So, yeah, was just talking a little bit about, of course, today in the real world is night 2 of WrestleMania. Last night, WrestleMania night 1, really good. I don't know if anybody in the chat watched or caught up on it, but it was very good. And if you haven't, I suggest that you catch up on it. But yeah, it was really good. And tonight, night 2, gonna be even more, gonna be even bigger, gonna be even better, hopefully. But yeah, so without further ado, let's check out the power rankings before we move into today's card for this edition of WWE 2K19 Custom Universe Episode 7 SmackDown Live. Yes, the snippets that you watched, you know, I watched the whole show. It was awesome. It was awesome. Alright, so the power rankings, we have a lot of changes in the top 5. Aiden, of course, back on top as number 1 after last week, after regaining the WWE Championship. Back at the number 1 spot, Nick Everett, one half of the Tag Team Champions, back up at number 2 after defeating Nick T in our last week's main event. Nate Dogg, the Intercontinental Champion, up at number 3 after a brutal backstage fight with Willie the Wheel on last week's episode. Shan defeated Emily in one-on-one match, so she's now up at number 4. And still in the top 5, just barely hanging on, is Nick T, of course, on the losing side of last week's main event, but still in the top 5, so not a bad spot to be in. I mean, still, And then just sitting outside of the top 5 this week, of course, is Garrett. Unfortunately, didn't have a match last week, but that'll change tonight as he is in action. And let's take a look at our match card for this evening. So, in our first match of the night, Aiden will take on Dustin. Of course, as many of you saw earlier in the night, a tweet coming from the account of the Game Master telling us to watch for his imminent arrival. And tonight, Dustin, of course, the emissary of the Game Master, looking to make his presence felt and clear the path for the Game Master before he arrives here on SmackDown Live. In match number 2, we will see the in-ring debut of Retro Jordan versus as he takes on Willie the Wheel in singles competition. I'm sorry, it crashes? I'm confused. What's going on? G-Sizzle, you still there? Alright, continuing on. In our third... Hold on. C, what the hell? In our third match, in our third match, it'll be Shan, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Shan, taking on the debuting Jess in singles competition. After last week, she defeated her best friend Emily in the center of the ring. Shan will look to continue her winning ways here tonight against the debuting Jess, but Jess looking to make an immediate impact on the SmackDown Live roster. Also tonight, we're going to hear from one half of the Superhero Club, Rico, when he comes out to talk to the WWE Universe. Then, after 2 weeks ago, when Nick B came out to help Dan pick up a victory over Brad, many questions have been looming over the relationship that these two, that Daniel and Nick B, have. Has the rivalry been quashed, or has it just been settled, or has it just died down a little bit for now? Tonight we're going to find out when Daniel and Nick B team up to take on the team of Zano and Arantes in tag team action. Then in our main event, the second of singles matches between these two teams, Garrett will take on Christian in tonight's main event. Both these teams jockeying for position as we head towards Money in the Bank. Yes, our next pay-per-view event coming up in 3 weeks' time. These two teams will look to jockey for position as it looks like they're heading towards an inevitable clash over the Tag Team Championships. Garrett looking to establish dominance for their team here tonight. Down to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the show. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, SmackDown Live emanates from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of underdogs. And tonight, our show is going to be about a whole bunch of underdogs, plus some other continuing rivalries here, as we're only 3 weeks away from Money in the Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with our WWE Champion in action against the emissary of the force only known to us as the Game Master, Aiden versus Dustin. And ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, our WWE Champion, Aiden, making his way to the ring. Of course, 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Aiden regaining the WWE Championship that was taken from him by Alex the week prior, Alex the King of Death the week prior. Of course, the WWE Championship now back in Aiden's grasp, but the Matty G brand continuing to push for a title match at Money in the Bank, where they have said that Alex will indeed use his rematch clause and try and win back the WWE Championship. But tonight, Aiden has a far more dangerous task at hand, a far more dangerous competitor at hand, because we know nothing about this man. Here he comes, Dustin. Of course, earlier in the night, a Twitter account simply titled The Game Master told us to watch for that this man will clear a path for him to arrive here in the WWE. So, of course, this man is the emissary, I believe, of the Game Master, and yeah, on his shirt, of course, all hail the Game Master. So, in the upcoming weeks, Dustin has been sent to clear the path before the Game Master arrives. We don't know when that is going to be, but a very big, foreboding man stands before us in the ring. And tonight the WWE Champion gonna have to. Oh, and Luthez press right away, and this man is just a little unhinged. But we know nothing. Like, we literally know nothing about the Game Master or Dustin, for that matter, just knowing that he's here to clear a path for the Game Master's arrival. And tonight he looks to take out arguably the biggest person in the company, the WWE Champion. But Aiden so far just holding his own and kind of just fending off Dustin, but Dustin, big back elbow, now back into the Luthez press. Raining down strikes into the cover, 1, and the champion kicks out at 1. You're going to have to do a lot more damage to try and keep the WWE Champion down. Aiden with that. Ooh, trying to pop that knee out of its socket. And big elbows across the chest. Working on that arm. And now twisting the neck of Dustin. And you, guy in the chat, yeah, no, neither do we. We don't know anything about Dustin, as we've said. We don't know what he's about, who he is, really. Just know that he is the emissary of the Game Master, whoever that is, and that he's preparing the way for the Game Master. And now Aiden into that face buster. And now going to look for that spinning lariat into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Dustin. And so far Aiden just kind of putting in the work here. Boom, dropping the elbow right across the chest. But now Dustin, oof, big back body drop. Kick to the back. And now what is this? Oh, a huge power slam planting Aiden in the corner. And now Dustin looking like he's going to go to the top rope. He is. And the big man with the big knee drop. What? Oh, Aiden from behind. Oof, what a suplex there. Oh, and now into the Gargano escape. Big German here by Dustin. Oof, kick to the back of the neck. And now a claw applied to the shoulder. Trying to take out that rotating clothesline, that spinning clothesline. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness, what a throw by the champ. Huge boot by Aiden. Into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Dustin. And now the back of the head just being slammed off the canvas. And now I'm going to look for that spinning clothesline. And into the cover. This has got to be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. And Aiden picking up the win here. Dustin, the emissary of the Game Master, unfortunately losing his debut, but just Aiden just really went to town on this man. The path has definitely not been made any clearer here tonight for the Game Master's arrival. We're going to continue monitoring this situation over the next couple of weeks as we look to find out more about who Dustin is exactly and who this Game Master is. But the WWE Champion proving why he is the WWE Champion here tonight. Just an absolutely spectacular performance from Aiden.
Here is your winner, Big Nasty Aiden.
And that's ought to build momentum as he looks towards Money in the Bank and his rematch with Alex at that pay-per-view. now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn our focus to the Intercontinental Championship division. Last week, we were introduced to this man, Retro Jordan, and tonight, gonna square off in his in-ring debut with established SmackDown Live superstar Willie the Wheel in one-on-one competition. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sure that you are now all aware of the backstory of Retro Jordan, a huge wrestling star in the 1960s, cryogenically froze himself after defeating everyone in his era to come to the present day to find real competition. Tonight, I don't think he's going to find it, but we'll see. Retro Jordan, Willie the Wheel, let's get it on. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the underdog of underdogs, but a man that the WWE Universe has really, truly gotten behind, Willie the Wheel, as he has made such an unlikely push to challenge Nate Dogg for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, last week, Willie standing up for his manhood, trying to, after Nate Dogg kind of put him down for not being a true man, he went backstage, found him, and tried to kick his ass. Unfortunately, Willie was left laying backstage, but tonight Willie looking to gain a measure of revenge when he takes on a newcomer to SmackDown Live, Retro Jordan, as the fans continuing here to show their support for Willie the Wheel. The city of brotherly love certainly loves Willie the Wheel. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, one of the newest members of the SmackDown Live roster, Retro Jordan.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, the total package, Jordan.
And just look at this man, ladies and gentlemen. This is a true living legend of the wrestling business. Again, having defeated everyone in his time frame, he cryogenically froze himself to be unthawed today during this time to find some real competition. Tonight, Willie the Wheel, Retro Jordan, squaring off. Huge backbreaker to start off from Retro Jordan. Stomp to Willie. And now the suplex. Oof! Standing vertical suplex. And now just smashing the back of the head into the mat. Big stomp. And now just glomming him in the back. And doing push-ups. What disrespect. Oh, and little do you know, Retro Jordan, a huge ladies' man, as he shimmies there for the women in the audience. Willie misses a punch. Snap suplex. Into the cover goes Retro Jordan. One. Oh, no, not even a count of one. Willie gonna try and fight back here. Oh. Stomp to the gut and a huge DDT by Retro Jordan. And now working over the legs of Willie. But Willie kips up. Oh, and a pile driver to Willie. And that could end it there, folks. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Retro Jordan has won his debut match on SmackDown Live. And Willie, of course, oh, here's Nate Dogg. What the hell? Nate Dogg and Willie staring each other down. Willie wanting Nate Dogg to get to the ring, but no. Willie's going to go after him. And after the fight these two had last week, jaw-jacking back and forth. No, and these two are going to come face to face. And Willie throwing some punches. Nate Dogg throwing back. And look at these two squaring off. And security got to come out here and separate these two. And now Nate Dogg going to continue the assault. And these two, just the bad blood spilling over here, ladies and gentlemen. These two are going to square off for the Intercontinental title at Money in the Bank. And you can't believe it's going to be bowling shoe ugly, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be an absolute fight when these two square off for the Intercontinental Championship. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have to turn our eyes now to the SmackDown Live Women's Division. Our champion, Shan, has gotten back on her winning ways after last week when she defeated her best friend M in the center of the ring. Tonight she looks to continue her winning ways against the debuting Jess. Yes, that's right. We're going to have another debut here tonight. Jess going to look to challenge Shan in a non-title singles competition. I'm sure that if both these women have come to work, this will be a spectacular matchup. And again, all the women in the SmackDown Live Women's Division jockeying for position, as we still have yet to find out who the challenger for Shan's SmackDown Live Women's Championship is going to be at Money in the Bank. For those of you who don't know, Retro Jordan pinned Willie in our previous matchup, and then Willie and Nate Dogg had a on-stage altercation. A little bit of a fight ensued. Now we're turning our attention to the SmackDown Live Women's Division. Shan versus Jess. Let's get it on.
Making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Adorable Shannon.
And here comes the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Yes, Shan, of course, as I've mentioned already numerous times, back on winning ways after a couple defeats last week in one-on-one competition. She beat her best friend Emily in what was a very spirited matchup. Tonight she looks to continue her winning ways as she is brought a new challenger, Jess, debuting here for the first time tonight in what I'm sure will be a very high impact match.
And her opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Jessica Reed.
making her debut on the SmackDown Live, Jess making her way to the ring. Of course, as mentioned earlier, the the challenger spot for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship at Money in the Bank still very much open to anyone in the SmackDown Live Women's division. So all the women in the division jockeying for position, jockeying to be the one to face off with Shan at Money in the Bank. And Jess is no different. She's making her debut here tonight, looking to impress WWE SmackDown Live management. Looking to earn that women's championship opportunity. I do agree, Retro Jordan, arguably the best superstar on the roster. Absolutely. Shan, big dropkick to start off the matchup. Oh, and a huge leg lariat from behind. And now Jess going to take Shan over to the ropes. Clothesline outside of the ring. And now Jess up to the top rope. And going to dive to the outside, perhaps. Ooh, big bionic elbow to the top of the head. Shades of the late, great Dusty Rhodes. And Shan gonna... Ooh, that huge spinning back heel kick. Of course, Nick T in the chat. That'll look familiar. That was my finishing move on No Mercy on the N64. Nick knows what I'm talking about. Boom, and now head first off the ring post goes Shan. It was the big spinning heel kick. Shan did a spinning heel kick, like spinning heel kick. And I used to do that on N64 when we were playing the matches with Edge, and we couldn't figure out how to do the finishers. Come on, man. Anyway, Shan into the cover. And now into a powerbomb, position sit-out powerbomb here to Jess by Shan. And oh my goodness, like what a... Boom! Just glomming right in the stomach. Ooh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and a... Wow. One count after the Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder, that's not the move. No idea what it's called, but ladies and gentlemen, what a move. And now a butterfly facebuster into the cover on the champion. 1, 2, kick out by Shan. Jess, more and more frustrated what she has to do to put away Shan. Now just going to work over the arm into a modified armbar, kind of, but lets her up. And now Jess going to go to the top rope. Oh, went for the moonsault, but the knees up. Big back elbow by Shan. Oh, and now just glomming each other with strikes into the, just driving all the air out of the throat of Shan. Huge kick to the stomach. Now gonna do a modified Texas Cloverleaf here, ladies and gentlemen. Is Shan gonna tap out? No, Shan gonna roll through and using the legs to kick out of that one. Oh. Oh. Into a modified reverse DDT. Into the corner goes Jess. Shan now just going to work over Jess and, looking for the drive-by drop kick. Shades of Roman Reigns. Into the cover goes Shan. 1, 2, kick out by Jess. Now Shan gonna hype up the crowd here. Big clothesline, another clothesline, ducks a clothesline, super kick, and down goes Jess. Now Shan on the attack. She's gonna whip Jess into the corner. Oh, and a reversal here by Jess. Oh, big kick to the midsection. And now Shan with a swinging neck breaker. Lots of follow through on that. And now into a corner. Ref takes a bump. Big back elbow from Jess. Up into, ooh, the Dark Carnival ride. Thank you very much. Into the cover goes Jess. 1, 2, kick out by the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Jess now in control. Oh, what the was that? Up to the top rope. Went for the, caught her a little bit with the elbow, but didn't catch all of it. And now telling the WWE Universe to suck it. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Jess picks up her debut win here on SmackDown Live. I think she caught her with just enough of the elbow to knock Shan loopy, and that's what led to the pinfall here. But what a match! What a competitive back and forth matchup between these two. The drive-by drop kick, reminiscent of the big dog Roman Reigns, and now just a incredible contest, back and forth. Again, what do you mean, nah, fam, in the chat?
Here is your winner, the Natural, Jessica B.
But yes, of course, continuing, or picking up her debut win here. Is Jess. But now we will move on. We're going to hear from one half of the Superhero Club, Rico. He's going to come out and talk to the WWE Universe. So he's going to come out and talk to the WWE Universe. So let's just sit back and listen to what Rico has to say. Not looking too thrilled about whatever he's got to say. I mean, I think that things are perfectly in control around here. But whatever, fam. I mean, I think we are always putting the smiles on the fans' faces. Fans love the chaos, Rico. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Yes, Nikki T in the chat. Absolutely, we need an Armageddon Hell in the Cell. So what do you think, WWE Universe? What does this guy want? I don't understand. You're not scheduled for a match that Rico. This man. This man is tripping, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the hell this man is trying to prove. He's not been passed over. He's been featured on television. He's in a pretty exciting young tag team. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Rico, you will have a match next week on SmackDown, but I can't get you anything tonight. The show is already underway. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn our attention now to arguably one of the hottest feuds on SmackDown Live today. Yes, that's right. We're going to turn our attention to Daniel and Nick B. Of course, 2 weeks ago, Nick B came out to help Daniel pick up his first victory over Brad. And many speculated if they had buried their rivalry. So tonight and last week, no, not really any flare-ups between Daniel and Nick B. So tonight, gonna team up to take on the Brotherhood in tag team action. So we'll see if these two have actually buried their rivalry, or if it's just a very elaborate ruse by Nick B to get into the head of Daniel. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. As Daniel come into the ring. Couple victories in a row now for the
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in
heavyweight contender,
230 pounds,
Daniel, of course. The hashtag rigged movement getting behind him. And ladies and gentlemen, it's become a really big thing for Daniel. This hashtag rig movement, getting fans behind him a little bit by a little bit. And a lot. But tonight he's not only does he have to worry about his opponents, he also has to worry about this man, his tag team partner, Nick B, who, of course, these two have had some bad blood between the two of them. But it seems like over the past couple of weeks they've put the bad blood behind them. But it could all be an elaborate ruse to get into the head of one another. tonight we're going to find out as these two team up to take on a very experienced team in the Brotherhood. And ladies and gentlemen, I do not expect this to be a pretty matchup. I'm expecting it to be very bowling shoe ugly.
From Queens, New York, weighing in at 260
as a man who perfectly encapsulates that style of wrestling makes his way to the ring, Zano. Very bowling shoe ugly type offense. Deceivingly powerful for his size. And tonight going to try and prove that against two very big men, Nick B and Daniel. Two deceptively big men in Nick B and Daniel. And here comes Zano's partner. Both these teams also share kind of a similar relationship. Orantis, this gentleman here, Orantis, and Zano, not exactly best of friends, but still work pretty well as a tag team. Meanwhile, Daniel and Nick B, earlier this month considered blood rivals, now teaming up here to take on one of the more experienced tag teams in the new SmackDown Live, on the new SmackDown Live. So, again, both these teams, a little bit of distrust amongst the members, but hopefully able to work together to pick up a win here tonight. And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, our main event, Christian versus Garrett, singles competition. And here we go. Boom. Zano knocks down Daniel with a huge shoulder tackle. And now going to use the highly educated striking ability is Zano. Going to throw Dan outside the ring. And now going to the floor. And I think the fighting at ringside will favor Daniel a little bit more. I wouldn't want to come out here and mix it up with Daniel. Of course, as you may notice, Daniel, comparatively, so Zano stands 5'10". Daniel is deceptively, he's a very tall, very muscular man, deceptively, standing at 6'2", 6'3", and, you know, weighing about 230, 220. So the power and size advantage I would definitely give to the team of Nick B and Daniel, but the experience of being a tag team I would give to the Brotherhood, as Orantis tagged in and now gonna go to work on Daniel. And ooh, look at this, just throwing Daniel around like it's nothing. Working over that lower back. Of course, trying to take away the hyper drive. Oh, and outside the ring goes Daniel, trying to recover, but Orantis going to stay on him and then throw him back outside the ring. And now taunting the crowd is Orantis up to the top rope, and Nick B just going to stand there and let Orantis dive onto his partner into the head scissors. And now, big boot to the jaw. Big stomp. Into that modified neck breaker. Now Daniel gonna make the tag to Nick B. And Zano gonna come in for his team. And barely shaking the Giant with that clothesline, but the STO takes him to the ground. And now Zano gonna work over Nick B. Working now on that lower back, trying to take away that running power slam that Nick B likes to utilize as a finishing maneuver. But now Zano going to be brought back in the ring the hard way. And Zano just going to stare at Nick B longingly in the eyes. Ooh, and what a shot! Taking down Nick B. Daniel in the ring, trying to jump Zano from behind. What the hell is this? Now Zano and Nick B gonna tie up, a collar and elbow tie up. Pushed off. Big knee to the gut by Zano into the corner. And look at the experience here of the Brotherhood, making frequent tags in and out, trying to keep a fresh guy in there at all times, and not allowing Nick B or Daniel any time to make a tag to the partner. Yes, I agree, the AI in this game is weird and has meltdowns from time to time. I try to change most of the movesets for these guys if they have like certain moves that the AI always freaks out about. Like Daniel had a move where he had to like run off the ropes, and so I changed it up a little bit so he's not really as he's not as bad anymore. But like the corner offense, like when they whip a guy into the corner, they have like right there kind of, they have like a really weird, like they have to sit there and look at the guy for 5 minutes before they actually do the move. It's a very strange. Yeah, I just try and play it off as like they're having a psychotic breakdown or something. It's a strange thing, but I'm going to try and keep kayfabe alive for the rest of the show. So Nick B now working over into that. Oof. Very reminiscent of the Iron Sheik. That's right, we're making Iron Sheik references on SmackDown Live, ladies and gentlemen. Back into the corner goes Nick B. And now Orantis is going to think over what he wants to do to Nick B. Just going to stand there while he thinks it over. Going to give Nick B a little bit time to recover. And Nick B he had time to think about it too, how to reverse out of it. But now Orantis back on the attack. Going to continue the punishment. Ooh, but Nick B gonna fight out of it, and a big European uppercut. And now, ooh, that sadistic move there. And again, look at Orantis and Zano keeping Nick B in their corner, not allowing him to make the tag to Daniel. And this is where the lack of experience comes into play if you're Daniel and Nick B. What a drop kick by Orantis. This is where the lack of experience comes into play if you are Nick B and Daniel. You need to constantly be tagging in and out. And now Orantis is going to do a little bit of fighting on the outside. Bam! Head first off the barricade. And now whipped around the ring. And now Daniel going to step out, and he's going to take some shots at Orantis. Ooh, big clothesline. And Daniel's going to be a little bit... He's got to be careful here. Daniel going back to his corner after he throws Arantes in the ring. I think that you'd want to get your partner back in the ring. You don't want to lose this match via countout. But now Nick B getting back into the ring by himself. But again, the tag team know-how by Arantes and Zano. But finally, Nick B going to whip him back into his corner. And he's going to try and do a double team maneuver there with Daniel. But Arantes fought out of that. And now, once again, Arantes is going to stalk his prey before making his move. Very methodical pace set forth by Arantes, and our referee just pacing around the ring. Back into the other corner goes Arantes. Now Nick B Nick B into the Yakuza cutter. And he's going to cover Arantes. 1, 2, and a kick out. He's got to do a little bit more damage. I agree wholeheartedly. When they were the SmackDown vs. Raws, the AI was way better. And now Arantes going to stalk his opponent once again. My God, this is exciting. Just edge of your seat action, ladies and gentlemen. And into the power bomb, into the cover. 1, and breaks it up. And now a butterfly. Oh, countered by Zano. Came in and broke it up. He was going to eat a butterfly suplex. But now Nick B gonna make the tag to Daniel. Finally, Daniel in the ring. He's going to taunt the crowd. And now firing up. Clothesline. Clothesline. Ducks underneath a clothesline of his own. Bam! Jumping clothesline. Puts down Arantes. Now going to pick him up. Oh, Zeno with the leg, twisting the leg and the knee. Into the corner goes Daniel. Tag team, double team maneuver coming here by the Brotherhood. Off the ropes into a boom! Big back elbows from the Brotherhood. Now, Zano. Oop. Daniel reverses out of that. Ooh, shoulder tackle goes. The power advantage goes to Zano. Bang, kick to the back of the leg. Huge back suplex. Nick, you are not... you don't have the street cred to say it was the bomb diggity, dog. 1. Kick out by Zano. And now Daniel gonna call for it. He wants the hype driver. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, got it, the hype driver. Into the cover. The referee still trying to get Arantes out of the ring. 1, 2, kick out by Zano. Sure you can, bud. And now Daniel gonna whip him back into the corner. Huge splash. Going back off the ropes. Another big splash. And now, oh, went for that tackle. And a big spear by Zano. Picks him up. Into the corner. And now Arantes gonna hold him. And now choking the life out of Daniel. Where is the referee on that? And now Zano gonna call for that big right hand. Boom! Oh, missed him. Ducked underneath. Daniel into the corner. Big tag to Nick B. Up into a vertical suplex position. And oh, look at the athleticism on display by the big man. Big claw to the shoulder. That bear paw, but just bearing down on the shoulder of Zano. Gonna throw him. Oh my God. Big clothesline. Oh, but Arantes breaks up the firing up. Whipped into the other corner. Tag to Daniel. Boom. Huge boot to the gut. Oh, And now Daniel going to focus on Rantis, throwing him back in the ring the hard way. What the hell is going on here? Both these teams need to focus on winning. Daniel going to stalk Zano. After a flurry of offense, ladies and gentlemen, what excitement as Daniel stalks his opponent. Oh, look at this. We got Christian in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The Saskatchewan Savior. He was here. Now he's gone, probably. And now look at this. Daniel and Nick tearing it up. That's not the legal man, Daniel. Damn it. Jesus. Oh, Zano just picking him apart. I'm glad he's still here. He's the main event. I mean... Oh, and now Nick B gonna tag himself in. Maybe somebody will finally frickin' target the right guy. Big sidewalk slam. Alright, we're... Oh, big spear by Zano. Frickin' pin him. Oh my god. Zano into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by the big man. And now Orantis working over Daniel, but Daniel slips out. Zano, come on. Into the power bomb. No. Oh, the face buster. Boom! Knockout punch. Pin him. Please, dear God, let this match be over. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And the Brotherhood has beaten the mixed up odd couple pairing of Daniel and Nick B. Dear God, I am so thankful that match is over. Ladies and gentlemen, what faux pas made by both teams. Holy crap. That was hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. The Brotherhood somehow come out of this matchup as the victors. A little bit of only a little bit of dissension between Nick B and Daniel in this tag match, as Daniel or as Nick B tagging himself in, but of course the Brotherhood with the win. Now we turn our attention to the main event. Of course, last week it was Nick T versus Nick Everett in the main event with Garrett and Christian at ringside. Tonight, it's Garrett representing the Bear Brigade versus Christian representing CN Tower. One has to believe that this match will not live up to the expectations of last week's match. But both these men gonna jockey for momentum as these two teams are careening towards a tag team title match at Money in the Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit back and enjoy as Garrett and Christian go one-on-one. Yes, I know we want the other ones, but we're gonna get this because we can't have the same match main event for 4 weeks in a row. And here comes Garrett, one half
Making his
of
way to
the
the ring,
tag team
coming from
champions.
the villain, Nick
Again, I just want to
Everett,
remind everybody
representing the Doom
that
Brigade
in
from
the
Toronto,
last time that
Ontario, Canada,
these
weighing
tag team
in at
championships were defended,
150
Garrett did
pounds,
not get the
one
deciding
half of the
pinfall. It was
SmackDown
his
Tag Team
partner who got the
Champions,
deciding pinfall
Super
and
Smooth
retained the tag team
Garrett
championships for them.
Hagen.
I think that Garrett should know his place in the tag team. He is the Marty Jannetty of the Rockers in this position. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, his opponent coming to the ring, one half of CN Tower, the Saskatchewan Savior, Christian, making his way to the ring, flanked, of course, by his partner Nick T, of course, who last week Nick Everett and Nick T burned it down in the main event. Tonight, Christian looks to do the same, looks
And
to
his opponent, accompanied
burn
by
down
technician
Garrett in this
Nick
main event.
T. And
But
representing the
I,
Powerhouse from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at
but Garrett may have something to say about that tonight as these two collide one-on-one. And why would I mean the Marty McFly of the team? Marty Jannetty is a way, way better reference. Also, it's a wrestling reference. And once again, looking to burn it down here tonight. That's not funny, Nick. That is not funny. I'm laughing at something else. That's not funny. Big suplex here by Christian as he takes down the Marty McFly. As he takes down the Marty McFly of SmackDown Live. Garrett slips out of the suplex. And now Garrett with the rolling. Bam, forearm. Garrett knocks Christian off the apron. And now going to go after Christian is Garrett. Whew, I don't know why I found that so funny, but that was really good. Okay, so Garrett taking control of Christian. And Christian gonna throw a couple elbows, get out of that. Garrett with the kick. Oh, and look at this. Look at the athleticism on display here from Garrett. Taking Christian down on the outside. Now Garrett just running into Nick. Is he gonna... Oh, he breaks the count. And now Garrett gonna continue the punishment on the outside. No, he's gonna bring Christian back inside the ring. And now Nick T, gotta watch out for Nick T, that dastardly heel, Nick T. Nice athleticism there by Garrett. Oof. And now into the corner. Christian reverses. And now Christian throwing the punches, but Garrett pushes him off. Oh, roll through. Nice kick to the side of the head. And now Garrett gonna jaw jack with Nick T, and Christian gonna get the jump. Again, I told you, watch out for that damn dirty Nick T, the rotten heel bastard. And now Christian gonna go up top. Oh, and he's gonna look for that double stomp to the chest. Oh my goodness! Oh, just caving in Garrett's chest, ladies and gentlemen. Christian to the top rope. Garrett back to his feet with supreme athleticism. Oh my God, look at that. 1, 2, kick out by Christian. What a back and forth sequence that was, ladies and gentlemen. And now a standing moonsault by Garrett. The athleticism of Garrett on display. Into the cover goes Garrett. 1, 2, kick out by Christian. Christian eats a backbreaker, but now Christian back up to his feet. Selena Del Sol stealing Garrett's move and only gets a count of 1. And now roll through on the button, super kick. Bringing him back into the center of the ring. Oh, and he's going to go for the Kingslayer knee strike. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Mamma mia, that was close. And now a standing moonsault of his own. And now Christian gonna get the crowd hyped here. Gonna go to the top rope. Gonna call Garrett to his feet. And a huge crossbody, but Garrett rolls it through. Garrett's, the power of Garrett, huge body slam. And now Garrett whipping him into the corner, throws him down, up to the top rope like a cat. Oh my goodness, look at this. Springboard crossbody into the Bulldog. Ladies and gentlemen, what a sequence from Garrett. And now Christian right back up to his feet. Bam! Kick to the side of the head, right on the temple. And now into the cover goes Garrett. 1, 2, kick out by Christian. What an exciting match. Way better than that tag team semi-main. And now Garrett gonna call for it. Looking like the Selena Del Sol. Bang! Got it into the cover. 1, 2, oh, and a kick out. I thought that was it, ladies and gentlemen. And Garrett, nice kick to the legs. Oh, taking the legs out from under Christian, looking to take away that Saskatchewan stomp. Boom! Shoulder first into the mat, and Garrett looking like having the quickness of a cat into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Christian. Gonna do a little bit more to put away the Saskatchewan Savior, and Garrett gonna play to the crowd. And now wants Christian on his feet, but no, gonna continue to play to the crowd. And now kicking Christian down. Christian gonna try and get back up on his own. And now Garrett, gonna go with the go behind, but big back elbow to the face of Garrett. Now, and now rolling him through on the button, super kick. Standing moonsault to Garrett. And now Christian gonna go into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Garrett. And now what is is going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Gonna twist that arm. Oh, gonna work the shoulders of Garrett. Is Garrett gonna tap out here? Oh, just in immense pain right now. But no, Garrett fights his way out of it. Oh, into the Salina del Sol again. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kick out again. And Christian now taking Garrett back up to his feet. Back kick. And then there we go. Super kick on the button. Christian getting the crowd into it. Gonna wrench the neck of Garrett. And Garrett looks like he could be in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Christian building momentum. He took Garrett's best offense into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Garrett. He took Garrett's best offensive flow and kept coming. Oh, but a kick to the head. Oh, misses the Hurricane Rana. Oh, nice strike. Garrett gonna take Christian. Oh, Christian underneath. And look at the athleticism of Garrett rolling through. Gonna play to the crowd once again, and that could cost Garrett. Into the side headlock. Jesus Christ, Nick, that's not okay. Jesus. Oh my God. And a Salina, oh no, into the power slam. He reversed the Salina del Sol into the power slam. 1, 2, 3. Christian's beaten Garrett. Christian's beaten Garrett. And Christian gets his hand raised in victory. Christian gonna leave the ring. Is he stopping? Oh no, he's not done. And he's gonna stomp Garrett. He's gonna continue the punishment on Garrett. What the hell is wrong with you? Christian just absolutely lost it. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Atlantic. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy WrestleMania Night 2 tonight, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon as we continue our path to Money in the Bank. I've been Nick Everett. You guys have been awesome. And have a good night, and see ya.